attention to the given picture, the international arrival scenario depicting a reality. There are many people are arriving coming from different nations and use digital multimodal text, and these pictures show intercultural communication. What is the message of the text? The image is all about the scenario in international arrivals and cross-cultural communication. People in the international arrivals are having difficulty on how to communicate and perceive to one another. How effective does it represent reality? In international arrival, we expect different nationalities of race of people that sometimes when we try to approach, they misinterpret our way. How is the message constructed? The message was constructed evident, effectively, and efficiently because of the gestures and movement of the character. It had a text bubble with their conversation. What lifestyle values and point of views are represented in the text? The different cultures, lifestyles, and value affects the way how they communicate. Some of them using gesture but still misinterpret each other. Who or what is the messing? The messing is the understanding to each other about cultures, lifestyle, values, and point of view. The information desk personnel was not approachable. What message do you perceive from the text? The message that I perceive from the text is that in intercultural communication, we must understand body language and building trust across cultural boundaries, because intercultural communication is the process of sending and receiving message between people whose cultural background could lead them interpret verbal and nonverbal signs differently. How might others understand it differently and why? The others might understand it differently through misunderstanding, miscommunication, and misinterpretation because of their differences. What is the purpose of the text? The purpose of the text is to be aware on how to communicate other people, because maybe someday we can encounter a person with different culture. We can communicate and connect to them with no misunderstanding. Who is the target audience of the text? The target audience are people it shows on how to respect differences. Connecting with people and building trust across cultural boundaries. Who might be disadvantaged? The people who cannot accept other cultures, races, and who did not show respect from others' culture are people that might be disadvantaged. Who created the text and why? The person who created the text is maybe the person who experienced communicating other people with different cultures, values, and lifestyle, because it shows us a scenario with misunderstanding and conflicts, and I think this person wants us to understand and respect others' culture. What techniques are used and why? The techniques that used are gestures and bubble web, because it shows differences on them on how they communicate each other. How effective are the techniques in supporting the message or theme of the text? The techniques is very effective because it makes the scenario real and convincing. What are the other ways of presenting the message? The other way of presenting the message are it could be written, digital, video, or oral. Lastly, to overcome this situation, it is important to be aware of differences because it helps us to avoid conflicts and misunderstanding. And that's all. Thank you.